I'm the last one of the family.
Sorry.
So
wait. I'm only the last one.
Okay, what a coincidence.
This is the last one episode.
Last one episode.
If you're the last one, just drop your comment. I want to see that you're the last one.
This is my first time of experience what is distance marriage is.
Do you mind sharing some very difficult moments you've had in your marriage?
Why not? We got married in 2022. She didn't get pregnant all up till 2024. So practically almost 2 years. We lost our first two children.
During that period, this is the second time
Yes.
I saw a lot of people, like online, and they were like, how can you make your wife
go
a
through
second pregnancy within a year and all of that? But how did that happen?
And when you write, sometimes people don't stay to calculate.
Exactly.
We lost the first baby in October 2024.
Okay.
And then she took in again in March, which is about 4 or 5 months after. We were demoralized. Now imagine you're online talking about marriage, talking about relationship, encouraging people. And now this thing is happening to you. Which English do you want to use to continue motivating, encouraging young people? So it was difficult for us even to come back online and continue doing what we're doing. It was difficult for us. You wake up and then you see your wife crying.
How did you meet Chukwu? At what point did you meet her and you knowing that this is somebody I want to do life with?
Oh, wow. That's a big question. Okay, I got to know her.
Okay, so good to have you around. My name is Sunday Adnani. I'm the husband to this little woman. She's behind the camera. You cannot see her. She cannot do it without you. And in the studio today, I have a very good friend. Let's meet you.
All right, Innocent is Stephanus Moses here, the husband to church girl, husband of one wife.
Church girl. How did that name come about?
Okay. All right. So she's a pastor's daughter, actually.
Okay.
Yes. So when she was younger, all these kinds, she's always in church. She's in the boys' brigade, girls' brigade, always going to church, choir, and all that kind of stuff. So they started calling her church girl, church girl, church girl. And then she doesn't want it. She never wanted the name because they ascribe church girls to all these kind of girls that go to church and later go to party, all those kind of bad attitude.
Okay.
So she never wanted the name. So when we got married and we started our online stuffs, and then we were looking for a neutral name that she could use apart from her mother's given name. So and I suggested the church girl. So she never wanted it. But when I suggested it and I told her that she should give that church girl a good name.
A good image.
A good image. Since people are saying a church girl is not a good girl, blah, blah, blah. So take up the name and reinvent it, give it a good image, and people will accept it. And today, a lot of people have accepted to be called church girls.
Girl. But interestingly, I don't even think I know her actual name. What's her actual name?
Her actual name is Blessing.
Really?
Yes.
I've never seen that before. Most people see your name online as I Moses. You already introduced yourself fully, but can you tell me what I means again?
Okay, I Moses actually means Innocent Stephanus Moses. But still, there's a mystery behind my name.
Okay.
Because when you hear the name of my elder brothers, you hear like Nelson Innocent, Alex Innocent.
Okay.
So Innocent is not actually my name.
Okay.
Innocent is my father's name.
All right.
Stephanus is my name.
Okay.
So I intentionally moved it in as a way of branding and acceptability. Because I found out that Stephanus is giving people difficulty to call. So
I don't think I will call you that name on the show. Anyway.
Yeah, so that's why I'm using Innocent Stephanus Moses.
So I understand you grew up in Yola.
Yes.
So how was that like for you? I mean, for those of us in the south here, we always just think that the north is maybe a jungle. I know we are wrong, but from somebody who grew up there, was born there, how was growing up like for you in Yola?
The truth is, growing up in the north, when I moved to Lagos, I found out that there is a lot of difference. Now, to us in the north, while I was growing up, it was not all rosy. Because there is limited exposure there. You could just know your people around, your neighbors, you know them by name and all this. There's this close relationship.
Communal kind of thing.
Exactly. Unlike here that everybody's on its own. And then, so there is limited exposure. It's you people and your neighbor and all those. So it was not funny for me. Like myself, when I was younger, there were influence around. But I was homely. Like, I'm always at home. I don't expose myself towards those kind of things. So growing up in the North was not funny for me, actually. But at the point, one thing that helped me is I got exposed to the kind of people that I wanted to be like online.
Online.
Yes, and I grew up among people that were older than me. So I was not hanging around with my mates and all those kind of stuff. So you find out that when I was young, when it was time for me to actually play, those people that I was supposed to play with, they grew up, they stopped playing. So I was forced not to play. I had to also grow up and follow them. So growing up in the North is interesting, actually, because you will see different attributes, different character of people, different religion. As a Christian, your next neighbor will be a Muslim. So you will have to learn about them. You will have to learn how to accommodate them, how to condone them, how to just, this tolerance is there. So that's why I found out that most Northerners, wherever we go, we can be able to, a large extent, be able to be all right, because we are used to different kind of people around us. So my growing up in Yola was interesting, actually, and I'm happy that I started there.
That's interesting. So you mentioned something now.
Yes.
You said you got connected with the kind of people you wanted to be with through, online medium. So you can call those people your mentors, right?
Sure.
Who are those people, right?
Okay. My first mentor that I had a personal relationship, who exposed me a lot, is Apostle Noyon Benson. And up to today, he's been my mentor for more than 15 years.
Is he based in Yola?
Yeah, he's based in Yola till now. He's a pastor there. So when I first connected to him, he's the kind of person that reads a lot and listens to messages. So he started exposing me to people like Noel Jones and all these, Apostle Suleiman. So it was from there, when you're listening to, let's say, like Noel Jones, he will make mention of another person. So from there, you go and search for that person. Exactly. And you mention another book. You now go and buy that book. And from that book, you mention another person. And so that was how my growth started. As early as just 1, 2, I began to read. And today, the number of books I've read are more than my age when I count it.
That's interesting.
Yes.
So growing up in the North could be a whole lot, like you said.
Yes.
So, but what can you say is that one decision that you made that has been a major turning point for you so far as a young man, who was growing up?
Okay. I will say I can't be influenced easily.
Okay.
Since I was young, I have a mind of my own. Like, I'm the last one of the family.
Oh, really?
So
wait. I'm only the last one.
Okay, what a coincidence.
This is the last one episode.
Last one episode.
If you're the last one, just drop your comment. I want to see that you're the last one.
Yeah, so I'm the last one of the family.
Okay.
So even while I was small, whatever that happens in the home, I will have to decide it. So I grew up having that mind of my own. I could say, Dad, buy gen for us. The first time my dad bought a gen, there was no light in the environment. So my elder brother, they came and he was like, I should tell Dad to buy generator for us. So that small generator.
Okay.
So I told him, I said, honestly, we need a gen in this house. Guess what? The next day he bought it. So while I was small, I had the mind of my own. Now you could see how parental guidance and all those things could affect somebody. So I had a mind of my own. Like, I could decide this is what I want to do and I will do it. So it was difficult for people to influence me. So that was one thing that actually helped me. A lot of people that meet their way are people that have been influenced negatively by other people. So one thing that actually helped me, you can't even the way I am today, if I do anything, I'll tell you that it's not you that made me do it though. I accepted first before I do it. So that's why in my life, I didn't have this instant of it's the devil that made me do. So it's not the devil. If I've done anything wrong, I actually accepted it.
But was there any point where this, audacity, let me call it audacity.
Yes.
Was there any point where it brought you, to a clashing point, maybe with your dad? Because I once read one of the posts when you wanted to go to the university, I think you decided to go to Ahmadu Bello University, which was against your dad's choice. How were you able to, manage that whole thing?
Okay. My eldest brother, he did his university in Yola, Adamawa State.
Okay.
My elder sister, God bless her soul, she did her own also in Adamawa State. The guy that I was following, he's a pastor, Pastor Nelson. He also did his university in that same state.
The same Yola. Then you last born wanted.
So when it was my turn, I was like, what's up? Is this a family heritage? And I said, I'm not going to study in Yola. And for the fact that I've observed with the current trend that from the secondary school, they just moved to that same university. Almost all my classmates will move to that same university. And I used to see my seniors that the same friends they had while in secondary school, they maintained the same friends, the same name, the same nickname that they used to call them in secondary school. They are now calling them the same nickname in university. They will graduate, the same thing. Nothing is changing. And I told myself, I am not going to Federal University of Technology, Yola. I'm going to ABU Zaria, whether they like it or not. And that was how I set the path. My dad was against it because he believed I could easily get admission there in Adamawa State and all. I said no. Even it means writing JAMB over and over and over again. I'm going to do it until I get admitted into Ahmadu Bello University. I remember a day that he was eating in the morning, so he was trying to still convince me to go to the university in Adamawa State. I refused. He got angry, stopped eating, and stood up and left for work. I said, okay, I told him something that got him angry. I said, if you see me go to FUT, I'm going to graduate, collect a certificate, and bring it to you so that you use it. Then at that time, I can go to my mom. That was what got him angry.
Well, for me, I think it just shows that you are somebody who knew what you wanted to do very early, and you stood on that path. So you spent quite a number of years in the north. So at what point did you decide to move to Lagos? And what really brought you to Lagos?
All right. So when I started getting exposed, traveling to Kaduna myself, that's Zaria, I knew I never wanted to stay in the north, Adamawa State completely. There's one thing I believed very early in life, that we are the light of the world. I'm not called to just Adamawa State or to just stay in Yola. So I was open to going anywhere. Even while I was going for my NYSC, I served in Ogun State.
Just Ogun here?
Yeah, Ogun, Ota here. I served there. So during my NYSC, I got the opportunity to influence my posting.
Back to where?
Like any state I want, like Abuja and all these things that everybody was trying to go to. So when the call-up letter came out and the offer was given to me, I'll just send your call-up letter, we're going to influence it for you. And I told the person, I said, no, just leave it. Let me go to wherever I was posted. And that was how I was posted to Ogun State. And I went there and found out that there are different kind of people, different opportunity, exposure, and all those things. So why will I limit myself to Adamawa State? And today I'm in Lagos because of work, actually. So I came in last year and work has brought me. I don't know where I'm living, when I'm living.
That has been Lagos experience for you from now to from the north now to Lagos, and Lagos is
Lagos one is crazy. I don't know whether I will ever love Lagos because from I think 11 months now, I'm not yet settled completely in Lagos.
Why? Was there any experience you had? I would like to hear.
My experience when I was almost robbed in the daylight.
Where?
Wow. In this same Lagos, I believe some people, I shared this story on Facebook one time. It's on a Sunday afternoon. I was walking on the street, a busy street. Somebody just stopped me. And he started telling me that he's a cultist. That why am I wearing black? You see now I do not wear black. Wear white and black just to escape. just to
escape the allegation.
And the whole thing actually traumatized me. Really? To the point that if I want to go out now, if I wear black, I will change. Like unconsciously, I don't like black. And it was my favorite dress.
Kind of combination.
Yes, because I don't need to think when I'm. So this guy stopped me on the road. And he was like, why am I wearing black? Don't I know that it's a cultist uniform? that I don't know how they got to know that I'm a new person around the area. I don't know how. Maybe because I was looking calm. I don't know. So he was like, he's a cultist. That why am I wearing black? Don't I know it's a cultist uniform? That last week they killed their member and now they are out on revenge. Anybody they see wearing black, they are going to kill him.
So what did you do at that point?
He now collected my phone. That he let him check if there is a picture of the people we killed, And I gave him the phone. this guy actually asked me of my password and I gave him.
Wow.
And what happened is, at the end of the day, it's a lie.
But while he was asking you for your phone, your password, you believe you were in your right state of mind, right?
Like, it's not something that you planned. So they're going to put fear in you.
Yeah.
So before you realize what you're doing, you're already succumbing to that fear.
That's correct.
And I was actually giving him everything he needed. So they actually planned the thing. It was 2 of them. So the one person now sent me to their capon that I should that I should go and remedy myself from the capon. So the capon while he was waiting. So it was the capon that actually collected my phone. So now the capon said he's going to allow me to go if only I appease their gods. That the only thing I need to do now is I should remove 200 naira from my pocket and hold it with my left hand. I don't suffer. This is happened in Lagos.
Really?
So he now sent me that I should go somewhere and buy bitter cola. And this Chelsea, there's a gin they call Chelsea that I should go and buy it. So he now said me and the other guy should go. So it was around a junction. They planned. I saw one woman there selling bitter cola. I said, let me go and buy it nearby. He said, no, that is that woman's own that they want. So it was there I began to realize that it's a lie.
But can you remember the name of the area?
It's Surulere now. This Ududua Road.
Surulere.
Yes.
They probably must have been able to identify
maybe
as a newbie.
Maybe. So I usually pass through that road. So that was how we went with that guy. And the guy said he's going to go back there, that me I should continue the journey to go and buy the bitter cola. And I said, okay, no problem.
And so, the phone was with
the phone was with the capon, no. So I knew what I was doing. I allowed us to reach the junction where there are a lot of people, and these agberos are there with these boss guys. Yeah. So immediately we got there, I did as if I was going. So he thought I won't turn back because he told me that if I turn back, that they are going to kill me. That I should not turn back. So immediately I took the first step. I just turned back. I saw he wanted to start running. I shouted.
Really?
That's how everybody now gathered and caught the 2 of them. And that was how.
Sorry, that's Lagos. So there's this thing, they say this is Lagos.
This is Lagos.
Well, I just think that's Lagos for you. Especially for people who move into Lagos. I don't know, maybe those area boys find a way to just identify them and then they just take advantage of them. But I'm happy that you're able to open your mouth and shout.
I would have hated myself. It was too simple.
For those of us in the South, we just think in our head that the North is a Muslim-dominated place. So how was Christianity for you in the North? Growing up among people, maybe you lived in a Christian community, I don't know, but how was the experience like?
Okay, yes. When it comes to places like Adamawa State, Taraba and all, it will surprise you to know that the populations of Christians is much. Because yes, in Adamawa State I could do 50-50 or maybe 60-40. We have a lot of Christians in Adamawa State. The first time I came to Ogun State, when I said my name is Innocent, I'm from the North, people were surprised, like, Innocent from the North. Wow. We have a lot of Christians in Adamawa State. Like, we're not minor, we're plenty, a lot of us. So we have to mix. Like I said earlier, that the relationship between Christians and Muslims, it's beautiful, most especially in a state like mine. I used to have a brother then, a cousin brother. He's a Muslim. When he comes home, he will pray his Muslim prayer. And if we are going to church, he will follow us. He will follow us to church. So that relationship is there. I have some friends, I would like to say acquaintance, that we communicate that are Muslims. So we are mixed. We're a lot there. So I don't think it's really dominated by Muslims, but the relationship there is good because the Muslims are there, the Christians are there. You meet them in school, you meet them in the market, in the things you do, associations and all that. So we have a lot of Christians and a lot of Muslims in there, and the relationship is beautiful. Unlike what people assume that if you are from the North, then you are Muslims. And I also want to chip this: not all people from the North are Hausas. Yes, because some people, when you say you're from the Hausa, if you're doing an umbrella categorization, Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, it's fine. It's fine. But when you drill down, we have a lot. Like in my state, we have 21 local government, and the tribes that are there are more than 21, I think. So
yes, very, very diverse.
Yes.
Okay, so let's move away from the North. How did you meet Chukwuka? At what point did you meet her? And you knowing that this is somebody I want to do life with?
Wow, that's a big question. Okay, I got to know her as early as 2015 as a saxophonist in church. I saw her playing sax.
In your church? Where you used
Yes,
to worship?
yes.
Okay.
So I saw her playing sax. So from afar, I didn't pay attention then because what will I do with a girlfriend by then? So up until I graduated from the university, before I went for my NYSC service, we got talking. So at the point, I was replying to her DM now, normal guy, you know. I was replying to her status, WhatsApp status. She will upload some stuff on WhatsApp status and I'll reply. But I found out that this lady is ignoring me. She was ignoring me. I could reply. She could ask question on her status. I will reply. She will not
respond to you.
She will not respond to me. And I was like, fine, no problem. We must not be friends. I actually deleted her number.
Really?
Yeah, I deleted the number. Why would I find boy like me?
So were you paying?
I was not actually paying because even though I was in a relationship, another relationship, but I already knew that relationship that I was in would not work because a lot of things were happening.
By the way, let me just hold on.
Okay.
Why do people stay in relationships that they know will not work? Because what you just said now,
yes, happens to a lot of people.
It's a typical example of what people do. You find ladies, you find people in relationships that they know is going nowhere.
Yes.
But they still stick in there. Why do people do that?
Simply because, for me, I will use myself as an example. The relationship then was terrible for me, but I always had this hope that I could change this person, that this person will later change and start doing the right thing that will make the relationship work. So that's how you keep staying there 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and the person is not changing. And it's difficult for you to say quit. If sometimes I can't even share the details of that relationship because, man, I tolerated a lot.
So sometimes ladies will say, men, they are just wicked. So does it mean that men too have been through a lot in the hands of
yes, and my own was not a personality. The lady was a good girl. It's just that our personality will not work. Like, she's a kind of different person, I'm a different person. So I try to see that we become one. But honestly, I think when I married her, I wouldn't have been doing what I'm doing now. Because it won't be a point of interest for her. And it is something I knew that I was going to be doing. So I tried to bring her to the other side. It was not working. You could imagine you're in a relationship with somebody. 1 week, 2 weeks, the person has not called you. And the person is fine. Like, why are you fine? Why are you okay? You're not supposed to be okay. So we couldn't just align. And at the end of the day, so I ended that relationship. So that was when I now asked after church girl. So I asked a friend, I said, what's up with this lady now? And he told me that she's in a relationship. And I was like, when you say relationship, what does that actually mean? And he was like, actually, he's close to her and he could tell me that the relationship is not truly working. Yeah, so that was how
it was not working on your side.
Yes, on our side. Yes. So that was how I reconnected. Went back on Facebook, picked her number again, and we got talking. And I realized that actually she has ended the relationship. So, and then she was single, and I was like, fine. And I told her my intentions. She accepted. After a while, when we met, we started talking. Not long ago, I knew that this is the woman I was going to marry.
Was she in Yola too?
Yes, she was in Yola. Actually, when we started talking, I was in Maiduguri because I relocated. After I graduated, I thought about starting life in Maiduguri because my elder brother was there. And I believe I could just utilize his presence there because he's established. I could just take advantage of that and then start my life. So when I started there and we got talking, she was in Yola. And it was one reason that made me to go back to Yola because I was like, fine, if this is going to be happening, then let me just move back to Yola. And since it's business that I wanted to start doing, and I have the facility up there, family house is there, I can also take advantage of that. And I then returned back to Yola. And that was how we started. And she proved to be a good girl since then. Somebody that listens, somebody that is ready to support, somebody that is not truly materialistic when it comes to how much you have and all this, somebody that is faithful, somebody that is sincere. I was like, what else do I need? Let's build this life together. And that was how it started off.
Okay, so I understand that at the moment you are in Lagos and she is not in Lagos. So
Yes.
how are you coping with each other? Being distance apart and all that.
It's not easy because this is my first time of experience what is distance marriage is. And the truth is, marriage is not supposed to be distant.
I can imagine.
Of course, marriage is not supposed to be distant, but it's something that we have to be away from each other just to be able to finish what we have started. Yeah, but the easiest mechanism I use is to remain in communication with her daily and at every time. We talk. Like at length, we do video calls, we talk. We don't get tired of talking to each other. We sleep. Like, okay, we're talking and then everybody is now ready to sleep and then we go to bed. And then the truth is, as a person, if you're ever gonna do a distant marriage, even if it's just for 1 week or 2 weeks, you have to learn discipline. And that is one way I'm able to sustain myself, discipline. The truth is, somebody will not be sincere, but the more your wife is not around, you have the space, you have the opportunity. Like, if you're not careful, you can see yourself trying to talk to another person because the person is not there and you have the opportunity to do whatever you want to do. So it takes discipline. Number one, you avoid talking to anyhow girls, chatting, replying other girls, inviting people around you. You definitely have to do that to stay faithful. And number two, as much as possible you should cut the distance. Whenever she's on break, I ensure she moves back to Lagos. We spend more time, create more memories. When schools resume, she goes back. We talk. Sometimes if it means I could just travel to just break that distance so that it doesn't create a vacuum that you might start needing somebody to say this person will. Exactly. So we remain in communication. We always talk to each other. So that vacuum is very important. A lot of people have failed in marriage when it comes to distant marriage because they created a vacuum between themselves. The husband is there, the wife in another place, no communication. They don't cut the distance. And before you realize, you're not talking to one small girl.
Well, I would also think that it's a bit easier for people who are in maybe the same country.
Yes.
Yeah, unlike if you have a spouse, one spouse in a country and the other is in
another country.
It's much more difficult. I remember in the early years for us as well.
Yes.
There was a time my wife needed to go to Jos to work, and I was in Lagos. She really wanted the job, and she went. I had to support her. They wouldn't cope for long. Those few times we saw in between each other, we'd not seen each other for long. We always avoid each other. I know she understands those things. Anyway,
it's not easy. Marriage was not meant to be distant. It was not.
So it's not easy.
It can happen for a while, maybe because of some things, but as soon as possible, what you can be able to do, reunite.
Okay, so is that a little bit more difficult? Do you mind sharing some very difficult moments you've had in your marriage?
Why not?
Hard times, and how did you cope with them? Maybe just one or two. Hello, I know you are enjoying this podcast. The best thing you can do for us is to support us by clicking that subscription button so that you can be notified of new episodes.
The most difficult moment in my marriage, the early stage of my marriage. I believe a lot of married people will relate to that. When you now begin to realize that this whole somebody, you're now responsible for the person. So when we got married, I found out that I'm the one responsible for this lady. I'm to protect her. I'm to provide leadership, emotional support, emotional intelligence, and all those things. So it was difficult for me to actually acclimatize and settle into that role. So that's one of the most difficult moments in my life. And thank God, because of mentors and experiences, I've already seen that in the life of other people. I've read about it and I knew it was going to come. So when it was coming, I was like, no problem, I'm going to get used to this whole thing. So I chased it and I became used to it. And one of the other most difficult moments in our lives was when we lost our first two children. It was difficult because not even for me, one of the greatest joy of every man is to see his wife happy.
Yeah, sure.
I've never had issues with not having children up until today. Reason being that if you see me being concerned of not having a child, it's because of my wife. Because I know it's going to make her very, very happy. And if she's happy, I'm happy.
Yeah, okay.
So when the first one, I think we got married in 2022. She didn't get pregnant all up till 2024. So practically almost 2 years. So at that point, when the thing started getting too hard, what's up now? I'm not getting pregnant and all those things. I told her, don't worry. It's just a matter of time. So she was like, what about what people will say? What my parents will say? I told her one thing. I said, if your parent asks you about it, tell them that you are the problem. And if my parent asks me about it, I'll tell them that the problem is from me. Parents they will not question that because everybody is selfish. My parents will not start talking because if I tell them that I'm the problem, they'll just keep quiet and all. So that was how we escaped that. So she got pregnant at 9 months. the complication happened and we lost the baby. It was difficult.
Was it after the birth or before?
Yes, it was after birth. The first one was after birth. Even the second one was still after birth. It was difficult. So I saw her at her lowest point. We were demoralized. Now imagine you're online talking about marriage, talking about relationship, encouraging people, and now this thing is happening to you. Which English do you want to use to continue motivating, encouraging young people? So it was difficult for us even to come back online and continue doing what we're doing. It was difficult for us. You wake up and then you see your wife crying. Okay, by virtue of the kind of person I am, when I lose something, like, I just accept it. But it's a different thing from my wife. So sometimes I could fall asleep, but she won't be sleeping. Sometimes you'll be sleeping and you hear somebody doing crying. So it was difficult. I can't move on because she's not moving on. So I had to stay with her and we moved on gradually. So sometimes I intentionally had to create events that would just make her come out. Exactly. So I couldn't just move and leave her because she's part of me, she's me. So I had to just stay with her. That was how we were able to move on from the... We didn't move on, Sha. That was how we were able to learn how to live with the whole thing.
So at that period of time, during that period,
yes,
you were there to support and encourage us.
Yeah.
Who was supporting you as a man?
Whoa. You see, when it comes to issue of experience, that is why when people say I should not talk about my experience, I laugh. Because I know what talking about experiences have done to me. I'll never forget a friend. He experienced that same thing with his first child. He lost his first child. So it was that time that I was even about to write my ICANN final exams. I called him. I just started crying. He told me, I understand. I was there. So he shared his experience with me, that this is what happened to him. This is how he did it. This is how I did it. So sometimes I'll be reading. I'll just start crying. And I'll pick my phone. I call him and I'll be crying for him. And it's because he's somebody that understands. He didn't just judge me. I would say you are a man or all those kind of stuff. He listened to me. I will never forget. I will call his name Steven. If perhaps you come across this video, he actually helped me during that moment. So that was how I was able to learn from his own experience through those moments. And that was how we were able to just hold ourselves together. So it was not an easy experience. The first one, even when the second one happened, it's not an easy experience. But the whole thing is, God is God. And whatever happens, it doesn't stop me from being God.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that how did that impact your faith? Because that whole experience, and I remember also that during that period, at least the second time, yes, I saw a lot of people, like online, and they were like, how can you make your wife
go through
pregnancy within a year and all of that? But how did that happen?
And when you write, sometimes people don't stay to calculate.
Exactly.
We lost the first baby in October 2024.
Okay.
And then she took in again in March, which is about 4 or 5 months after. And it was the doctor that gave us the go ahead. After he did.
Because when I saw that book, a lot of analysts
were just
go through another pregnancy. People don't have background information at times, and they just create an
The doctor actually examined her. Yes. My wife has a good body.
Okay.
She could get injured today before tomorrow. It's sealed up. So me myself, I was ready to wait, but she was like, she's feeling ready. So we should try again.
Because that mental readiness is really important. So it came from her.
It came from her.
Wow.
So she was like, she's ready to go ahead. So why not? So that was how we tried again. The first one they said is because we showed online. Let me now speak to the people of the people I'm talking about online.
If you talk about it,
it will just crash.
Bad. Wow.
The first one, actually, when she was 6 or 7 months, that was when we even opened up online. But the second one, nobody knew. Not even one single soul. Nobody knew she was pregnant. There was no trace of it until it happened again. So when people were talking about, in fact, even at home, we restricted her movement. There are times there are places she has stopped going to in case of anything like church, school, home, church, school, home. So you can't tell me that it's whatever it is. Exactly.
That's what happened.
Exactly. So that one was off social media. Nobody was aware of anything, and it still happened. So it's something that has shaped our faith in the sense that, what have we done? Nothing. Prayer, we used to pray. The funniest thing is, for like this second one, we had a declaration that we make on the baby daily. Even if my wife and I are not in good terms, like we don't want to talk to each other, because of that declaration, we must do that declaration. At the end of the declaration, we can just say, Amen, good night. Even if we don't want to talk, that declaration so you can't tell me that prayer was absent. Our spiritual fathers were praying. Some of my mentors, pastors, I have a lot of mentors that are pastors, they were praying. So what happened?
It just happened.
It just happened, and it's God. And you can't stop it from happening. You can't stop it, because at the end of the day, you will not realize why it happened until it has passed and you have moved on and everything happened, and then later you realize that, okay, this is why it had to happen. And a lot of people have gone through this, and it was worst.
It actually breaks families.
Exactly. Last 2 weeks, my friend called me. He lost his wife as a result of childbirth. Young couples. The woman is 29. She died because of childbirth.
I think maternal mortality is just it's a big deal.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. And me, I'm scared of what I've experienced. I think we'll just take time and just because it's not easy.
It is not at all.
It's not easy, because as a Christian, it's going to affect your faith. You will ask questions, and
you may not even find answers.
You may not even find answer. So one way, when we were grieving, one thing I told my wife, I said, do it the way you feel. If it means asking God whatever English you want to use, like, He was the one that allowed you to get into that situation. So tell Him your mind. Anyhow you want. He knows, He understands. Myself, when it happened, I actually told God, I said, what's the meaning of this? Like, why will you put me out to embarrass me? Just leave me in my coven. Let me just stay on my own. Why am I even propagating your name, talking even about family? Imagine somebody talking about money, I don't have money. It's difficult. So now I'm talking about family. At least people should see the... Exactly. Let me talk about family.
But student, you actually...
Yeah, I don't have...
Like you said, God does all things for His glory.
Yes.
Us, they may come out very difficult to accept, but in all, we still have to give glory to God.
Exactly.
Okay, moving on from there.
Yeah.
How do you mentioned that even during pregnancy, you have to do your declaration, even if you are not on good time. That happens sometimes in marriage. So how do you deal with the subject of forgiving each other? Because conflict is a regular part of marriage. So how do you forgive? How do you do that between you and your spouse?
Yeah. My wife is not afraid of us having issues. I'm not afraid of having clash or issue with my wife. Do you know why? Because I know at the end of the day, we'll still forgive each other. Okay. So there's not this fear that if she offends me, it's going to lead to divorce. And there's not this fear that if I offend her, it's going to lead to divorce. The conversation will not come that way. So forgiveness is a must. And you should see that, let me talk to those that are not yet married. You will see that in relationship. If the person is finding it very difficult to forgive you because you didn't pick his call while in a relationship, or because the man did not give you money or something, trust me, if you get married to that person, one day he's going to talk about divorce and it will happen. So even while we were in a relationship, there has never been a day that my wife and I have not spoken to each other till today. It almost happened in marriage. I didn't allow it. There was a day that we got offended with each other. Like, she was in Yola, I was in Lagos. Got offended with her. I had to make that call 11:45 p.m. because I didn't want it to cross to the next day to make it like a complete day we have not spoken.
Okay.
So since while we're in a relationship, even when we are having issues, we will speak to each other. Even if we're not going to speak well, at least good morning, how are you? Hope you are fine. We end the call. And we know that at the end of the day, we'll forgive each other. So while we're in a relationship, when there's an issue, you find out that Forgiveness is a line. So when there's an issue, everybody goes out.
Yeah.
You depart. So the best way to do it is the both of you will move towards forgiveness. Even if I'm the one at fault, you that is offended should be able to move towards the point of forgiveness. Because if she offends me and I refuse to pick her call and I refuse to listen to her explanation, there is no how I'm going to forgive her, and there's no how the relationship will continue. So while you're in a relationship, when you offend each other, let there be an intentionality between the two of you moving towards the line of forgiveness. So if I offend her, she'll be open. She'll pick the call. What do you have to say? What is it? And then I explain myself, give me time. 2 hours, sure, okay, give me till next day. We'll talk about it. And that's how the forgiveness will come in place. So one thing that people need to understand with this issue of offense is the more you're offended with each other, the vacuum is created. You keep malice with your wife, they said there is chicken on the other side. Okay, so see if you're not aware of what I just said.
I understand chicken, right?
Yeah. So when you create a vacuum between you and your spouse, you're given an opportunity for somebody to step in.
The chicken online.
The chicken online to step in. Because you're keeping malice with your wife, you're bringing a vacuum that somebody will start greeting her. That time they're keeping her lonely. That's the time she wants to start replying somebody or start listening to that. I believe that was what happened with Adam and Eve. He left her, she went somewhere. just to see actually. Yes. So forgiveness is important. Please learn to forgive your spouse. It's not easy, but learn to forgive your spouse. The fact that they know that you're going to forgive them, that will not give them the reason to do more. It will just show them that no, that this person does not deserve me treating them badly. That's just.
I think the subject of forgiveness is very important because, like you rightly said, even the offended still needs to show grace.
Yes.
Because I believe that God uses conflict, disagreements to teach us grace, where we extend it to the person that has offended us. So there's this common thought, it just does not go away. Women saying they will keep their money to themselves. Men are like, oh, the money has to belong to all of us. And then I want to tie that with the subject of a man being the sole provider before we take the last question. What's your take on this? Because it never goes away. The conversation keeps coming around.
The truth is, marriage in its originality is when a man and a woman become one. So if I agree to become one with my wife in soul and also, let me say, in body, it therefore means that my resources should follow suit. If I can trust my wife with my life, then she should be able to trust me with her money, and I should be able to trust her with my own money. So this issue of your money, my money, it doesn't matter. Because from God's perspective, He's seeing you guys as one. He's seeing a family. So if God wants to bless, He can decide to bless the family irrespective of from either the wife or the husband. I give an example. Let's say a husband is studied accounting, right? And the woman is a lawyer. And the opportunity that there is available is for a lawyer. And if God wants to bless the family, the man doesn't have the skill of a lawyer, and the woman has the skill of a lawyer. So are you going to tell me that God will hinder them from that blessing because the man is not a lawyer? He's going to give it to the family because the woman is a lawyer, and the opportunity that is available is for a lawyer. So when it comes to the issue of my money is your money, all those kind of things, I believe as a husband or wife, you should be able to reconcile your finances. Whatever that comes to the family is the family. It belongs to the family. You should just have a sharing formula, how you should be able to do it. If, let's say, for example, your husband can be able to take up all the bills, as a woman, you shouldn't just relax and say he has what it takes. The truth is, women get tired of paying bills. In case you ladies don't know, no matter the money we have, so we get tired. There was a day I was having a conversation with my wife. I said, imagine a man that in the whole of his phone is always a debit alert. Debit. In fact, even if it is 500 million that is that account, you need to be appreciated. The rich people like blessing. They like gifts. Yeah, sure. So my mentor will tell me that if you're visiting a great person or if you're visiting somebody that is rich, do you know that he will appreciate a bottle of granite? It's 2,000, 2,500. but it will mean a lot. At least I've received something. So as a husband and wife, you must be able to reconcile your finance. A woman, you shouldn't say it's your money, and the husband is also keeping his own is for the family. Bring it together and pull it together, and you find out that you'll be able to achieve more. Check the people that are doing a lot. Check the couples that are succeeding. They have been able to reconcile their finances. It's not about saying that the man is going to lord over you on your finance and all those things. No, it's not about that. It's about working as a family. I remember I counseled a particular family. The woman earns more than the man, but she frustrates him to the point that he had to just open up to me and tell me that this is what this woman is doing. The blessings is coming from her, but she'll not bring it to the table. And that's how they'll keep struggling. And I had to talk to her. I said, see, trust this man with this. He's a good man. Trust him. It's not that this man, when you give him money, he's going out to other ladies and spend it. He's a good man. Build together. And from there, my elder brother, let me tell his story here. For a while, he depended on his wife's salary. Today, they're in the UK, established in the UK. They started on the wife's salary. In fact, I used to give the story anonymously on Facebook sometimes. He left his job, followed her to the States that she got the job because her job pays more than his own. He left his own, followed her, started on her own resources. She submitted that resources to him. They built together. Today, he paid her fees and everything, and all of them, they travel abroad, having 3 kids, living a beautiful life. What else will a lady want more than that?
I think just a little bit of balance. That whole thing is easier where both people have very good intentions towards each other.
Exactly.
And really, I don't think that it happens.
Yes.
People who have ill intentions towards the other person, they find themselves getting married to other people.
Yes.
And the other person, they'll be coming on a very sincere note.
Yes.
And they just find out that, oh, I've been cheated, my resources have been taken away from me. So just to round up that, I think it is very important that people pay attention to the kind of person they choose to marry.
Very important.
Marry a person with the right mindset, a person that has your intentions at heart.
Yeah.
There is no way they will bring their resources to the table, whether you're a man or you're a woman, and the other party will just pack everything.
Sure.
The other person is stranded. So I think it's important to pull resources and grow together.
I don't think it's even good that you leave your ability to live depending on another man.
Is the man really a provider? Because when you were explaining, sorry to cut the issue of pulling resources, we're talking about, we give you a session about a lawyer who God can bless our family through.
Yes.
I often say that ultimately God is a provider for both parties.
Exactly.
But I can still take your thoughts.
Okay, now let's go back to the first marriage, Adam and Eve. Who provided their stuffs?
God, actually.
Eve had food, she had water, she had everything she needed. Like when it comes to the things that people are fighting for now, she had it in the Garden of Eden. So Adam was not providing money, he was not providing food. But there were things that Adam was providing that is the responsibility of a man, which is leadership, emotional intelligence. That was why even when Eve ate that apple, Adam knew that I can't just leave this woman to be the one that will be punished alone. And he ate it so that they can go together and so that he can still maintain that his role as a leader. So that when God comes and asks him for them, he'll be able to present himself and say, we did it. I'm in front. I'm also at fault. So if the responsibility of a man is just subjected to money or to food, trust me, you're not getting the best out of your husband. And that is what has a lot of people have reduced men to become. Just provide food. That is why you find that a man will tell you that once I pay school fees, provide the food, I can behave anyhow, I can do anything, because the only thing I expected of me is to provide, and I've done it.
I've done that,
so I can do anyhow. And in this generation now, ladies are making money. So that's why we're having issues in marriages, a man and woman clashing. Because now ladies are also making their money, and they'll tell you that, okay, since I can provide for myself, you can't lead me.
What else
do you want me? I can misbehave since I'm providing. So it's a problem.
So I think marriage is beyond.
It's beyond provision.
Money, it's beyond provision. It's a measure of visions.
Exactly.
Measure of destinies. Measure of journeys, and these journeys are meant to eventually, glorify God. So in the long run, God is the provider.
Yeah. And the society should actually demand more from men. Because the quality of men is reducing. Like the quality of men. You find out that the only thing, I have seen a lot of comments. A man will tell you that just get money now.
Yeah,
You don't make money now.
It's just money, flow. It's just money women need.
You can't.
That is where that conversation is taking people to. When you reduce the whole thing to provide money and then you can do any other. It simply means that if the man can bring money to the table,
that's all.
He can do any other thing.
Do anything.
But if you find that kind of man, just let me tell you the truth, that's not a responsible
man.
A responsible man is a total man, is a whole man. He provides not just money. He provides money quite alright, but he knows that he's beyond bringing money to the table. He provides time, he provides guidance, he provides leadership.
And vision.
Vision, I was just about to say that. So this is not just about have money in your pockets. Anyone will follow you. That's not the kind of man we are talking about. And then to wrap it off,
yes,
let's talk to the young men.
All right.
Today, many young men are maybe ready for marriage in some ways, but they have some inhibitions, and then you find young men trying to struggle. What's your take around a woman, growing with in quotes, a struggling man in quotes or a broke man in quotes? And yeah, what's your take around that?
I have an experience on that because I was actually broke when I got married to my wife.
Okay. What were you doing first?
I was doing poultry farm. I did a lot of things.
Okay.
I sold recharge card, I sold firewood.
Which recharge card? Is it the paper one?
The paper one. I sold firewood.
Is this that thing?
Now, but I've never. I can't remember the last time I saw it. Actually, I sold. I did CSE registration.
Okay.
I did mentoring. I sold ebook. I did a lot of things.
We are not laughing at those things because
no.
The meaning. Take notes.
No.
We're just trying to chronicle his joint. Right?
Exactly. Right. Very important. If you are doing it, enjoy it too. Try a lot of things. Put your hand different things before you come and select the best one to do. So when I got married, I was a poultry farmer. I just had a farm of like 150 chickens to 200. So that was how I got married. And immediately I got married, one thing I knew was this woman was ready to stand and build with me. So she was not building me. She was building with me. That is, we are both growing together. Because I remember even that time, I had to help her start catering business. Like she does all this baking business, peanuts, cakes and all those times. And funny enough, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people that have not been following us for long, they don't know some of the things we did together. There were times we were doing business classes together online. Me and her, I'm a church girl. We teach people how to advertise their cake and all those small things just to get one or two things. So I was a poultry farmer when we got married. I was having a farm size of like just 150 chickens. She accepted to marry me and we started from there. 2 days after our wedding, we got married in June. It was already raining season. Okay. 2 days after our wedding, 3 days, we went to the farm. No, we went to the farm to sow.
To sow 2 days after?
2 days after our wedding, people are going for
honeymoon.
Honeymoon.
Carry your wife to farm.
I have the pictures. And in fact, thank God, the phone I snapped the picture had dates on it. We got married on the 4th. That is on Saturday. On Monday, Tuesday, we're already going to the farm.
Interesting.
Because I didn't hide what I have, what I had at that time. I said, see babe, this is what I have in my hands. I'm a graduate, I'm hardworking. She saw that I was actually hardworking. Oh boy, I was doing a lot of things. Even when I didn't have chickens, I would be a middleman for farmers. I'll go to their farm and negotiate their price, go and look for customers. They'll buy, I'll take my 500 naira commission. I was doing a lot just to ensure. I said, if it is food, you're not going to beg for food. You're not going to beg for clothes. Your basics, I'm going to work. Even if it means to carry block on my head. Just that you don't go and beg.
You are muscular.
Exactly. I was ready to do. I'm not an Ajebo now, but people used to see me like Ajebo. I'm not. So that was how we started. So I think the best thing for a woman when you're choosing a man that is not yet settled, please look at his attribute. Is he hardworking? And those small times that he used to have small money, how does he treat you at that moment? If he has a good amount of money,
when money don't
exactly does he disappear or at least he do?
Or you will not be doing like
exactly. So you should also check it. And for the young man, it's okay for you to start small, but please don't remain small. Build all the capacity you can build. And my advice to every young man, unless you have what it takes to provide her basic, don't marry any woman. That is the mistake some people do. And they'll come, get married, and they'll start begging. Ensure you have skills, something that God can bless. I knew that I was not going to suffer because I had the certificate when it comes to school. And if it is the street sense, I also have the street sense. Exactly. So I knew that one touch, my life would change. So I was I was responsible. So, and it's one thing that actually helped me. So if you're a young man thinking of getting married, maybe you're still starting, please look for a woman that is ready to follow you. Not a woman that will frustrate you. Not a woman that will demand luxury from you. I told my wife, I said, I can't give you luxury now. She was like, no problem. So look for a woman that is ready to build with you. And as a woman, check the man. Is he hardworking? Because at the end of the day, it's still the responsibility of the man to lead the family. Even when it comes to resources, when it comes to finances and all these things, it's still the responsibility of the man to lead the family.
Right, thank you so much. Just to add to what he said, for a man who is looking for a lady that can grow with him, the man should also be ready to pour into the person, right? Also contribute your part to the person, because it's a whole lot trusting you with nothing or close to nothing. And so don't disappoint such people. I remember when my wife and I were starting out, I remember telling her that these are my plans, these are the things I wanted to do. I was telling her, and I stuck to those things. Yeah. And today, she's pretty much really happy to also go with me. So don't disappoint people who are trusted. It's been a very interesting conversation with IIOCs. Don't worry about the IIO for me. I'm okay with IIOCs. And I know that you learned a whole lot. Thank you so much for joining us on this maiden edition. If you are joining us and you have watched to this point, please subscribe to this channel and do leave your comment. What's your thoughts on what we've discussed? We would like to hear from you. Also, remember to follow Moses on his social media handles. He's very active on Facebook, I know. And what other platform?
Facebook and TikTok. I'm trying to come up with it.
It's going to be on 2 platforms or 3. But please do check him out. Moses is doing really well. His content are very, very motivating for young people. And these are the kind of things we want. Encourage people, grow people, and make people choose well and do the right thing with their lives. And of course, in the end, we want to glorify God with all that He has given to us. Once again, thank you for watching. I'm Sunday Anani, and my guest today is Moses. We do hope that you have enjoyed this episode. Support us by clicking that subscription button so that you can be notified of new episodes. Thank you. Bye for now.